loves. Hello and welcome to my channel. So this is my new channel that I made. I made a channel a long time ago with my best friend, but we stopped being best friends and that channel went away. I created another one just for myself for doing makeup, which I'm really excited about. I did want to comment on the lighting. I am really struggling here. Yesterday we actually had a tornado warning, so it's not very bright outside, but it's still sunny outside. But I do have this light here, and it has different settings, like that's off, low, medium, bright, and I can't tell which one I want to use because I feel like this one kind of washes me out, but I don't know. I kind of have to look back at the footage, but you guys let me know down below which one you like better. So here, I'll turn it off. So this is off, so just natural lighting. 1, 2, or 3. I'm looking up there to see what it looks like. So let me know down below which one you guys like the best. So this is the look that I will be creating in this video. So if you want to learn how to do this, this is one of my absolute favorite looks. I thought for my very first video I should do something that I love and one of my favorites, and this is definitely it. So if you want to see how to do this, how to create it, then keep on watching.
I'm actually trying to figure out my lighting situation here, and of course I could not figure it out, but at least I tried. So to start off, you always want to use a moisturizer. If you have oily, dry, no matter what, always use it. I use Simple because it is for sensitive skin. So starting off with my eyes, I use this Instant Age Rewind as a eyeshadow primer. I really like it, and it is a concealer, so it will cover up any darkness or discoloration or veiny eyelids. I think it's absolutely amazing. To blend it out, I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. This is my holy grail. I love this thing. I could not live without it. I'm just blending that out. Then I'm going to use my Airspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent. On a dome brush, I'm going to put this all over my lid, and this is going to stop any creasing and act like a base for my eyeshadows, so they will stick well and it will look good. Now I'm going to be using this palette here. This is the Neutral Eyes by BH Cosmetics. I love this, and I'm just going to be using this light neutral shade. I'm going to use this as my transition shade. To blend this out, I am going to be using my Sigma E40 and just putting this into the crease. I quickly wanted to share with you guys this blending brush by Wet n Wild. I saw this at like the drugstore and it was 99 cents, and I said I have to try this. And to be honest with you guys, I love this so much. I like it more than my Sigma one. It is amazing. So if you are just now starting out, I would definitely recommend this blending brush. It is amazing and it's only 99 cents. What? You cannot get better than. Now I'm using one of my absolute favorite palettes, which is the Venus palette by Lime Crime. Amazing. I'm going to be using the shade Creation, which I love. Can I say that enough times? I don't think so. But I'm just going to be popping this into my crease and blending this out. Now I'm using my Morphe 35P, I believe. My sister actually bought this for me, so thank you. And I'm going to be using my favorite shade in the palette, and I'm going to be using a small flat brush, and I'm going to be putting this all over my lid. Now I'm going to be grabbing my Sigma blending brush again, and I'm grabbing my lid shade and just blending this into the crease. On my same Sigma blending brush, I have Charmer. I'm blending this a little bit above my crease and blending it into my lid shade to create that really nice gradient effect. Now it is time to curl my eyelashes with my all-time favorite eyelash curler, and I'm pretty sure you can see why. I mean, gorgeous. And now time for mascara. I don't really like this mascara very much, but use whatever you have. Then for eyelashes, I'm just applying a pretty natural pair because I didn't want anything too extravagant. Now for this next part, me and my great editing, a lot of things got deleted. So my primer, this is a primer that I'm using, Baby Skin. I deleted me putting it on. And then the foundation that I'm using is Ready Set Gorgeous by CoverGirl, and I'm in the shade 115. So that is what I'm applying now with my beauty sponge. Then for contour, I will show you what I'm using in the next clip, but I just put it on my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, and underneath my lip. I put it underneath my lip. It's basically contouring your lip and adding shadows, and it's going to make my lips look a little bit plumper. What I use is the Fit Me Shine Free Balanced Foundation Stick, and I use the shade Coconut, which I think goes really, really well with my skin. Now I'm using a really small brush to blend out the contour on my nose, and in a second here you'll see me kind of freak out a little bit because this brush apparently had some eyeshadow on it. So I then move on to using my finger. So, a little tip there, make sure you don't have eyeshadow on your brush first. Now for highlighting my face, I'm using my Instant Age Rewind and the brightener, putting underneath my eyes, my chin, my nose, my forehead, and a little bit on my upper lip, and blending that out with my absolute favorite sponge once again. Now I'm baking my face. I'm using the Airspun translucent powder once again, and I'm using a little sponge that came with my Smashbox pressed powder. I'm going to be baking under my eyes and apply some on my chin, my nose, and my forehead, but then I wipe that away pretty soon. Then I grab my Smashbox pressed powder, and I'm in the shade 1, and I use a contouring brush actually to press this into my skin all over, except for underneath my eyes. Now I'm grabbing my highlight and contour powder kit, and I am grabbing all 3 shades of the bronzer, and I'm applying this on my cheeks and my forehead with a big fluffy brush. And then I'm going to be grabbing the second highlighter shade right in the middle there on the contour brush that I used for pressing the powder into my face. I'm going to use this to brush away the bake that is underneath my eyes. Then for blush, I'm going to be using this one by MAC in the shade Flower Power. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques blush brush to apply this. Then I'm using the NYX Chromatic Illuminating Powder, And I'm putting that right on top very lightly, which gives it a really nice shimmer. Then for highlight, I'm using the Laura Geller New York, which I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that name. Putting that on my cheekbones, my nose, and my upper lip. And voila, my eyebrows are done. I did them off camera and I did a pretty bad job. But if you would like to see how I do my eyebrows, then comment down below and maybe I will make a separate video just on that. Now grabbing a charmer from my Lime Crime palette and a fluffy brush, I'm putting this underneath my eyes and blending it out. Then on a more detailed defined brush, I'm going to be using my lid shade and just putting that right underneath my lash line. Next step is to apply mascara on the bottom. I'm just using the same mascara I used on the top. Now for my lips, I'm using this MAC Nutcracker collection that I got, and I'm using the shade Diva and just applying this roughly on my lips. Now for my actual lipstick, I am going to be using this Melted Matte lipstick by Too Faced, and it is in the shade Queen Bee. I love this. It's matte and mattifies really quickly and stays on for a really long time. Then the most important part, you want to put on a setting spray. I use the Infallible by L'Oreal, and your makeup will stay on all day. And then this is the final look, you guys.
This is what it looks like. I'll zoom in a little bit. So I'm loving these eyes. Oh, I love them. Charmer is one of my favorite shades in my Lime Crime palette. Lime Crime Venus palette. Oh, I love it. I do have another channel with my mom, which I just created with this one. And my hair looks really gross. And it's called Our 100 Pound Journey. We are on a journey to lose 100 pounds together. So make sure you go check that out so you can follow along with us and see how we do and our journey and what we're doing and all of that. And you can see my mom because my mom's beautiful and she's amazing. So make sure you go check that out. I think it will be like in my, if you go to my like my channel and then like up on top it'll say like home videos channels, and click on channels and it should be there. If not, I will put a link in the description. And if I can't figure out how to do that, then I will. It's called Our 100 Pound Journey, so hopefully you can find it. I'm sorry, I'm new to this. I don't really know how to do all this tech stuff, but I will figure it out. So yeah, comment down below thing to bring people up, put people in a good mood, maybe say something really nice to somebody else, make a compliment to somebody, compliment to me. I wouldn't mind a compliment around here every once in a while, but comment down something positive, something nice. And I am very excited about this channel. And oh yeah, let me know if there's if you don't like this background. I might go like right in front of these doors that I made for my closet. I'm not sure because with the lighting and stuff, I'm still figuring all this out. So yeah, okay, so I'm really excited, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.